Hi, welcome back to Bioenergetics, this continuing series on different bioenergetic exercises to open different parts of your body, and simultaneously that works with different areas of the psyche. You know, we've been looking at the legs and the feet around grounding, the pelvis around sexuality and letting go of control, and we're looking at the shoulders. We'll be going into the underdog circuits in the shoulders sometime, and generally working a lot with the arms and around this area, which in our kind of modern civilization is an area where there's a lot of contraction and holding. And we're going to go back into quite early childhood a bit today with this exercise. It's called Get Off My Back. I say early childhood, but maybe that's not entirely accurate. It really applies at any age. For many people, we're almost born or brought up somehow with a sense of someone being on our back, watching us, kind of over us in a bad way, judging us. And there's a general feeling like, get off my fucking back. Maybe you can relate to that easily, or maybe not so easily, but I'd be pretty much sure it's in there somewhere. And so we're going to do some exercises to start to open that area of the body up, opening the arms up and the legs, and giving you some relief from this feeling, because it's like all bioenergetics, these psychological areas of us, these aspects of us, our personality, the negative aspects are held trapped in the body. And we can use our self-image and our mind to try and be a better person. But if those old imprints are still held in the body, you know, the body will hijack things. You know, we won't be find it so easy to let go of the past, to move on and discover a really new, bright us. So first, before we get into the exercise, we're just going to wake up the body a little bit. I think I just turn this up, and hopefully you can see me. I'm going to do a few arm rolls. I'm on my knees. But up on my knees, and you lift your arms up in the air. Make sure you're wearing some loose clothing if you're going to join me with this exercise. And I'm lifting my arms up in the air, and now I'm just going to let them swing, falling to the front, so it goes a bit like this. And just let them. The trick with this exercise is to really feel your arms as you do it. And you may find when you feel them a kind of natural movement that your arms want to do, a bit independent of your mind, starts to happen. Like I can feel it sort of taking over, and it's it's kind of funny really, because my mind has to just let it happen. And it makes me laugh. So I'm just rolling them in this direction, letting my arms just really open my shoulder area. And of course it's bioenergetic, so I've got to breathe deep through the mouth while I'm doing this. Really breathing deep. You can do this standing up, or you can do it kneeling, kneeling upwards. I'm actually only doing it kneeling because it's easier than moving the camera, because I'm going to be doing a exercise lower down in a bit. Okay, it's about a minute, and then I bring my arms up to the top again and let them fall the other way, falling backwards now. And just breathing and feeling that. Like I say, it's not that you mindlessly push yourself in these exercises. You really engage with your breath while you're doing it. Do that for a little while. Feel my shoulder joint clicking away. And then, just to complete a couple of slightly tricky ones, I'm going to let my right arm go forwards and my left arm back. So it goes like this. Give it a try. Maybe you're getting it, maybe it's really not happening. Don't worry too much. It's very healthy for your mind actually to be able to do this. It shows that your arms have really got their own independence back from the controlling side of the mind. So if you find this very hard, or it's really not happening, don't fret too much. You can just practice, and usually after a few goes it starts to come. One arm is going up and the other, one's rotating one way and the other's rotating the other, and then coming back up to the top and the other way. Left arm's going to go forwards, right arm's going to go back. Very healthy, these arm rotations. Breathing nice and deep while I go. And this exercise just warming up this whole area and opening up this area for the release we're going to do. Okay, bring it to an end and just let your arms kind of swing a little bit together just to let it go. Okay, now we get on to the exercise itself. This is the first of 2 get off my back exercises we're going to do. Let me just check. I think, yeah, it's about the right camera height. Okay, the first one is I'm up on my knees now. Maybe I can show you just there. Hopefully you can see that. As before. And I'm on my knees. And what I'm going to do is like I start to elbow backwards, alternate elbows, one then the other. And as I do this, and when you start it, do it a little bit gentle just to feel it. Don't go so hard you might pull something. You'll soon, within a couple of movements, get the feel of it. So I start to elbow backwards and I start to make a sound like get off my back and go into it. You know, swear, shout, make as much noise as you're allowed to in the space you're using. You know, being aware if you've got neighbours and you don't want them calling the cops. But really let yourself go into it for about a minute. It goes something like this. Ah, get off me, get off me, get the fuck off me. Ah, 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 ah. Eyes closed is good to put you right in the feeling and see if you can feel the sensation of someone on your back always trying to hold you back or control you, tell you what to do. Ah, 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 ah. And do that for a minute. You can do it for a bit longer if you want, and you can put some, you know, loud heavy metal music on or something that really gets you in the mood for it. But get this feeling of someone on your back and elbowing them off. Psychologically, it may also relate to like the superego, the controlling side of the brain, and getting it off you, you know. Often when people start to do this exercise, they're a bit skeptical, and you do a couple of blows and you find you're really in it, you know, like, whoa, I can really feel it, someone on my back. So you elbow away as long as you need to. Ah, okay. And the second one related to it, let's just take the camera down a little bit so you can see. Yeah, I'm going to do it from the side so it's a bit more obvious. And this is using the feet, because there's also a lot of kicking that comes in this get off my back. There's also a kicking out. So what I'm going to do is with my feet, it's like, ah, get off me, get off me, get off me. Kick out with my heels. Hard, one foot then the other. Ah, ah, get off me, get off me. Ah, 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 ah. Really kicking out. Ah, ah. Kicking up, right up, ah, getting this. You find this feeling in your back of someone on your back, and you just literally kick them off. Okay. That's a nice little exercise. Okay, thank you for tuning in. That was Get Off My Back, and I'll be back with some more bioenergetics next week. Bye for now.